Okay, Dustin, you're ready. Yeah, so you go on out. Making sure you get it adjusted the way you like.
Yep.
And get comfortable.
All right.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Eaton School's 2025 graduation ceremony.
Louder, dear.
My name is Dustin Becker, and I'll be the Master of Ceremonies for today's celebration. I would like to please remind you to turn off the ringers on your cell phones before we begin. We would like to begin by acknowledging that we are learning on the traditional homeland of the Cree, Anishinaabeg, Nakota, Lakota, Dakota, and the Métis. We respect and honor our connections to one another here on Treaty 6 territory. We are grateful for the teachings of this vibrant land and sky. We are committed to learning together in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. Would you all please rise for the national anthem and then remain standing for the introduction of the graduation class of 2025.
Good afternoon. What a wonderful day and what a wonderful bunch. The Eaton School Community Council, the Town of Eatonia, and the arm of Chesterfield collectively would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2025. Your time as a Spartan has developed you into a warrior, where you have learned to conquer your challenges, battle your fears, and fight for your dreams. In the battle of life, your education will be your most powerful weapon. To quote Gary Washington, your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. We wish you the strength to face challenges with confidence and the wisdom to choose your battles carefully, embrace life with passion, and keep reaching for the stars. Dream new dreams and set new goals. Celebrate who you are and who you are becoming. Remember where you came from and know that Eatonia will always be here to welcome you home. Coming home, it's a 4-letter word, a place you go to heal your hurt. It's an altar, it's a shelter, one place you're always welcome, home. The Eaton School Community Council, the Town of Eatonia, and the arm of Chesterfield congratulate you on your graduation and wish you good luck on the next stage of your journey. We will be cheering you on from Eatonia.
Mr. Fritz Eckstein will now be bringing greetings on behalf of the SunWest Board of Education.
I had Mr. Holt worried a little bit. I just got off the plane from Germany, and I wasn't sure if I would make it, so I am here. I came with a cold, and if I fall back into German, Mr. Holt is going to translate for me. Throughout my working life, I had the privilege to work in post-secondary education for 2 decades plus, and graduation has always been a very important part of the work that I have been doing. So thank you for having me, graduates. It's a pleasure to be here, and you look great. Honored guests, and of course, graduates. There are many significant milestones in a student's life that call for celebration. From the first day of kindergarten to starting elementary school, then middle school, and finally the first day of high school. These moments, as many parents will agree, seem to go and come too quickly. Today we are once again reminded just how swiftly time passes. But even as the days fly by, we are reminded that time isn't measured only by clocks or calendars, it is measured by special moments. And today, let me propose that one of the most significant of those moments is high school graduation. Graduation is a milestone that marks the successful completion of an important goal. It is a rite of passage, a turning point that opens the door to greater opportunities ahead. It is a time for all of us, teachers, staff, parents, families, and friends, to come together and celebrate the dedication, the perseverance, and passion that have brought each graduate to this point. Graduates, today is your special day. It's more than receiving a diploma, though that piece of paper represents something incredibly important. Today is about recognizing the journey you have taken to get here. It's a time to pause, to reflect, to celebrate the hard work, challenges, and accomplishments that led to this moment. Yes, graduation is a special moment in time, and while time may fly, it always leaves its shadow behind. Memories that will stay with you and guide you forward. This moment is one of those memories, and one that marks the beginning of your next chapter, filled with promise and potential. By graduating, you have equipped yourself with the knowledge, the skills, and experiences that will support you as you continue your journey. For some, the path ahead includes post-secondary education. For others, it means entering the workforce. Whatever direction you take, we believe in your ability to succeed. These are exciting times, and each of you has the potential to make a meaningful difference in this world. One of my favorite quotes comes from the late Eleanor Roosevelt when asked, "What is the purpose of life?" She answered simply, "A life full of purpose." My wish for you is just that you find purpose in whatever you do and wherever life takes you. On behalf of the Sunburst School Division, the Board of Directors, our teachers, staff, we are incredibly proud of your accomplishments. Thank you for allowing us to have a small part in shaping your future. You have done well. Congratulations, graduates. And I'm going to get a suit like that for Christmas. It's good. It's good.
I will ask Mrs. Brewer to once again come forward, this time to give the principal's message.
It gives me great pleasure to read the principal's message as written by Mrs. Lisa King. Good afternoon, and welcome to everyone who has joined us today to celebrate a very special milestone for the Eaton School graduating class of 2025. Congratulations, graduates. How do you like the view from here? Today you stand at the top of a mountain that you've been climbing for the last 13 years. The Eaton School stage and your high school graduation. Is the view what you expected? Look out there. Like any climber will tell you, you don't reach the summit without a support team, a safety net to support you and catch you if you fall. Since kindergarten, your support team has been your teachers, coaches, parents, family, friends, and community. Many of those people have gathered today to celebrate you and your accomplishments. Hopefully you can feel the love and joy in the room. Are you blinded by the flash of cameras capturing this moment in time? It is a very special time in your lives, graduates. However, as you look out at the view, it is not just about reaching this moment. It's about everything it took to get here. Back in 2009, when you were about 2 years old and the apple of your parents' eyes, mind you, some days they might have wanted to give you away, Miley Cyrus released a song you may know called The Climb. This song has appropriate meaning to your high school graduation. In the song, there is a line, "There's gonna be another mountain, I'm always gonna wanna make it move." This line reminds us that life is full of challenges. It also reminds us that we are capable of rising to meet those challenges. Think about every test you crammed for, every late night spent working on that assignment whose deadline crept up on you suddenly, every setback and every success. They were all a part of the climb. The lines ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side, it's the climb. Reminds us that we all climb at our own pace, and as part of that climb, each of you has grown, not just in knowledge, but in perseverance, determination, and courage. You've learned how to keep going when things get hard, how to support each other, how to lead, and how to believe in yourselves, and so much more. It was the climb that shaped you. Miley sings, "These are the moments that I'm gonna remember most." What are the memories you'll remember most? My guess is that it probably won't be lessons in reading, writing, math, history, or science, even though that would pain your teachers to hear that. Will it be your classmates and your classroom antics? Your teachers, your coaches, science experiments gone wrong, being a Spartan and part of the Spartan family, playing sports, acting in drama, playing in the band, presentations and field trips, play days, spirit days, or super fun, happy time days. Graduates, this moment is not the end of your journey, it's a milestone. There will be more mountains ahead, and some will be steep, and some will be unexpected, but you've already proven that you know how to climb. So as you step into the next chapter, whether it's university, college, work, travel, or something entirely new, remember this. Climbs take time. The end of one should be celebrated and the beginning of a new one planned for. Success isn't just about reaching the top, it's about who you become along the way. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've made it, and the best climbs are yet to come. Wishing you each all the best in your future climbs, Mrs. Lisa King.
I would like to invite graduate Adam Becker to the podium to pay tribute to the parents of this year's graduating class and ask that his mom, Lisa Pressler, then come to the stage for the reply from the parents.
For almost 2 decades, our parents have played pivotal roles in our lives and have cared for us, sometimes despite our best efforts. There was a time when we depended solely on you for our survival. Now, bye, adios, see you. Mom, Dad, just turn those feelings off. It couldn't possibly be that hard. Although I'm sure we'll do fine, it makes sense that you should have some concerns. You should also take a moment to look at the positives, though. A nice clean house for a change. Yeah, sure, a nice clean house, but an empty home. But you know, but an empty home. But you know that although we're moving on, your home will never be empty. It's the people you love that make a home a home. The home is now just spread over more kilometers. And sure, with all that space we may see each other a little less, but when we do, we'll just talk more, do more, use our time together more meaningfully. And besides, we'll be back. We'll miss your cooking. Throughout our years, you ended up teaching us a lot. How to ride a bike, how to brush your teeth, how to stay out of jail, and how to live. If we follow that advice, well, that's another story. But rest assured, we still have it for when we need it. Change can be daunting, but it's what makes the world tick, like in a movie. Change is what takes us from one frame to another. Pictures can't show the whole story, only a scene. And while we should relish each scene while we're there, as they say, the show must go on. And you can't make a scene last forever. But that's not to say it's gone. Each scene builds a story to create a whole amazing movie. This is the movie of our lives. We want to thank you for your help directing this movie so far. You have cared for us, helped us establish strong roots, and have been with us every step of the way. There is simply no other way to say it besides thank you. Thank you for both the fun and the feuds. Thank you for your time and your care. Thank you for your passion and your co-passion. Thank you for your energy and your teachings. Thank you for all the things we haven't even considered yet. We made it, not just the people on the stage, but the people who brought us here. And I encourage you, throughout the day, every time you celebrate us, celebrate yourself too, because it was your efforts as well. So, let me say, on behalf of everyone up here, thank you.
Put that down a notch. Well, parents, here we are. The journey of a parent has been a remarkable one, both individually and collectively. From the days of us packing into Amy's basement to watch the little ones stand on their carpet square and sing the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s for the preschool graduation, to the real deal today. This is a happy honor for me today to be speaking to this graduating class. As a substitute teacher, I have the special privilege of being able to step into their world and catch glimpses of their evolving lives from when they were in kindergarten all the way through to this grade 12 year. And as a mom, this has made my mama heart full, as that's what happens in a small town. You quietly root for more than just your own children. I must say, it has been remarkable to witness the growth, the changes, the tenacity, and the maturity of each of these graduates that have demonstrated throughout their learning journey. And just look where their journey has brought them. Parents and caregivers, it's a proud day to be celebrating each of these wonderful paths that the graduates are uniquely on. Graduates, whatever path you are moving forward on, take all that we've put into you and travel it bravely, proudly, and greatly. So, in response to Adam's tribute to the parents, let me just say, you're welcome. Helping you grow into the man that you are today has been our pleasure. Well, most of the time. While it's easy to recognize the contributions that parents and caregivers give to their children, what might not be so obvious to all of you on stage is that in growing you, you've grown us too. For that, the profound thank you is to each one of you. So, cheers to us all. I hope as you move through the day, both parents and graduates, you just stop to breathe it all in. We made it to this moment, and it is worthy of celebration for us all. Congratulations.
At this time, the graduates have a special presentation they would like to make to their parents to show gratitude and appreciation. It is a long-standing tradition here at Eaton School that the graduates elect someone from their class to give the valedictorian address. This year's graduating class has chosen Addisyn Connolly.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Good afternoon, parents, teachers, students, grandparents, special guests, and most importantly, graduates. For those who don't know me, I am Addisyn Connolly, and I am very honored to be representing my class as this year's valedictorian. I would like to start off by saying a huge thank you to everyone who has helped to plan, set up, or showed up to help us celebrate this special day of ours. We are all very grateful to everyone who has helped pitch in to make this day extra special, as we have been looking forward to it for a long time. Most importantly, I would like to thank Miss Brewer, Mr. Holt, and Miss Nunweiler for putting in countless hours and taking up new jobs to ensure our day was extra special and ran smoothly. Over the years, we have done many things to grow and learn. Many of us have shown great dedication and determination for a variety of concepts, both inside and outside of school. Playing sports was something that almost everyone was involved in as we grew up. Football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, running, and badminton were just a few of the many areas in which each of us has excelled. As we grow, we slowly change our path in which we move in different directions, gaining and losing interests. We grow together, some drift apart, or some start our own families, but what we have in common is that we can call Eatonia home. Home where there are many memories, where we know it is safe, and where we can always find a friendly face. How lucky are we that we got to learn our strengths and weaknesses from people in our school and the community around us. Everyone who has supported us have played a role in shaping us into who we are today. We can think back to the beginning of our journey through school, starting in kindergarten where we enjoyed playing in the sandbox. Making our way up our elementary years where we enjoyed selling slime and even jars full of high-quality items such as rocks or sand from the playground. Where we would trade softkins at recess, where we were convinced that if we dug far enough in the sand, we could dig to places like Kindersley or China. Where we would build tree forts in the sunny weather and snowmen in the winter. The not-so-joyful part of school, behavior logs. I have had to write quite a few of those myself. It took Kaylin and I one time to realize we shouldn't trust Addie or Brooklyn in our elementary years after they told Miss Rogers that we had left for recess to get snacks from home for power hour. Apparently it's frowned upon to leave school grounds without permission. We learned that quickly that day. Throughout our school years, we have been fortunate to learn from some pretty incredible teachers. Miss King was the best principal. She always put in 110% for all of her students. From sitting on the bench in senior basketball for many years, even though she tried giving it up many times, we managed to keep her on. She spent countless hours planning and preparing the Spartan Christmas dinner and always went over and above things down to making and personalizing Valentines for the whole school. Although our time with her was cut short this year, we are so very grateful that we have had all these special memories with her. We had Miss Bredy consecutively in grades 3, 4, and 5, 6. She always made learning fun with field trips to Cypress Hills and all of her crazy one-on-one learning tasks like Skittle sodas for ratios and cutting apples for fractions. Not sure how you put up with us and all of our drama for 4 years in a row, but you did, and for that we are thankful for all your fun activities you planned for us. One of these fun activities included making ears out of plasticine. And Peyton cut off the tip of my finger. I'm glad in high school she learned not to cut when someone's hand is in the middle of the blades. Another one that many of us appreciated was a letter to our future selves. It was amazing to see what our younger selves thought life would be like now. Mr. Korchinski taught us various classes throughout his high school. We made a great connection with him starting in grade 7, where he started teaching us art and then went to Disneyland and never came back that year. A couple years later, after COVID, we were told that he would be teaching us again, but not the art that he and all of us dreaded. As he taught us in several classes, we found out that even though we complained, we still had to do our work. We had to learn and not just visit throughout the whole class. We did learn in one history class that Mr. Korchinski had a document that we were able to edit. Dakota, Peyton, and I took this to our advantage and deleted a question we had no clue how to do. We then got the assignment back and Mr. Korchinski didn't notice and we all got 100%. So thank you to all of our teachers for teaching us how to be so clever. It really paid off. Throughout our high school years, we were able to be a part of many classes taught by Mr. Holt. Every one of us have made memories in his classes. Asking him many questions to get away from doing schoolwork was definitely something we were good at. Apparently, Brooklyn and I have taken too much question time and not enough work time, as shown in a test we had written recently. After writing our test and doing our usual, "What did you get for this question?" Brooklyn found out there are 31 days in May and not 37, and I found out that April comes before May, not after. In his classes, we created an amoeba, which is basically a talking circle where we did a tiny bit of work. Many of our classes were known for their drive towards working hard to reach their goals. Most of us just have a natural talent and are able to keep calm, but when it comes to the other half, it's anything but calm, and there are many tears or words like, "I'm gonna fail, I don't know how to do this, I'm stupid, and this is hard." When writing a math test one time, many of us were crying and Mr. Holt put a poster of a cat on the smartboard saying, "You got this." We have all enjoyed learning and being a part of his class and will miss it very much. This year, Ms. Hayes joined the staff at Eaton. She took over for Mr. Korchinski, teaching us English, and for some of us, we were lucky enough to be coached by her. We know we are a handful, and although it took some getting used to having someone new after so many years, we enjoyed many of your classes that you taught us. One thing our class excelled in and will surely be remembered for is complaining about mostly anything or doing things last minute. We had a bad habit of not handing things on time, including my grad piece that I was supposed to hand in to Ms. Brewer on the 5th, but I gave it to her on the 9th. Sorry about that. For those who don't know Peyton, you may see her as a quiet individual who is easily embarrassed. You will know this is correct, but if you get to know her really well, you will know that she has a hard time keeping her mouth shut, especially during math class. Peyton, your sense of humor and being able to do things well when you set your mind to it will make you live a happy life and have many achievements within it. Brooklyn, your drive to succeed and push yourself through your hard moments will lead you to be successful in anything you pursue. Dakota, your willingness to conquer anything and everything, mostly after finding out complaining doesn't work to make it go away, will allow you throughout your life to achieve whatever you put your mind to. Ariel, your friendliness and determined mindset will allow you to thrive in anything you set your mind to while making friends along the way. Owen, your ability to think independently and creatively means that your journey throughout life will never be boring and you will be able to meet many new people and enjoy every moment. You will be victorious in anything you choose and the work you put in will be shown. Kaylin, your thoughtfulness and kindness will never go unseen. Your independence and drive towards the things you love and choose to do will allow you to do so many amazing things and help numerous people along the way. Maggie, your independence, kindness, willing to help others, and drive to do well and have great success will allow you to achieve the things that make you happy, and you will do well in anything you work towards. Adam and Nancy, your willingness to help anyone in any situation, your kindness, gratitude, and efforts in all you do means everything you put your mind to will allow you both to do so many great things in this world. Anyone and everyone that you cross paths with will be so lucky to be in your presence. Also, Adam, we appreciate your constant reminders to stay awake in class by dropping your water bottle or calculator. Maybe you should, when you move along to university, you should look into getting a plastic one, though. Takeena, your drive towards success in every task you take on will mean that you will always come out on top with your strong will and determination. Brayson, your compassionate soul and hard work ethic will allow you to be successful throughout your life. Addie, your kind spirit and willingness to stick up for yourself when needed will allow you to live your life to the fullest, and you will never go without a friend. Your efforts towards what you love will never go unseen, and so many people will love to get to know you. Macy, your kind soul makes you very easy to talk to and will allow you to continue to make many connections with so many people throughout your journey of life. Your ability to push yourself, even when the times are tough, will mean that you always will accomplish anything and everything you choose. While trying to write my speech, I came across this quote that stuck out to me that I thought would be fitting for my class. Your life is your adventure, and the adventure ahead of you is a journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential, by Kerry Washington. For many years, we have looked forward to this moment, and now that we are here, it seems so unreal. Not only did we think this day was going to be so special and only filled with happiness, as it got closer, we realized that we are all starting a new chapter of our lives. We now realize this day is not only filled with so much joy, but also sadness. We are all parting our own ways to learn and grow more on our own, going on our own solo adventures. This day is filled with pride for having such a huge success, filled with passion, excitement, relief, uncertainty, and fear. So many changes, yet we know this is only the beginning to our journey to make a great life for ourselves. A wise man once told me, "You may not know what you want to do now, but whatever you choose, do what makes you happy. Even if it's something that might not pay well, do what fulfills your heart, and if you're good at it, you will be paid well and you will be super happy." I believe this to be true. Work hard, take the adventures, go on trips to make so many wonderful memories. Most importantly, follow your hearts and do what makes you happy. I hope my fellow graduates find fulfillment in whatever they choose and step out of their comfort zones to overcome any new challenges they may face. As we embrace our independence and go our separate ways, remember where you came from and remember the roots in which Eatonia has set for you. giving you the knowledge and support to start your journey. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you will surely be successful. I'm confident that each of us will excel in our own way and as we keep learning. To my fellow graduates and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best in whatever path life takes each and every one of you. Congratulations on reaching this milestone and your well-deserved success. Thank you.
Each year, the graduates come to a consensus on who they would like to ask to be guest speaker for their graduation. This year, they have invited a former teacher who, after spending several years teaching this class, has the battle scars to prove his service. This year's speaker is Mr. David Korchinski.
Don't worry, me too. Good afternoon, everyone. Parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, and of course, the graduating class of 2025. When Dakota first messaged me to be your special guest, yes, messaged, didn't even bother to pick up the phone. She was that confident I would say yes. I was very excited for the chance to come back and celebrate this special day with all of you. Even though this group means so much to me, I probably would have shown up uninvited. But then I sat down to write the speech, and all I could think were those little voices I heard every time I made you do an assignment or presentation. This is so stupid. But I'm honored to be here today. I have to say, standing here today feels a little bit like coming home. I taught this group for 5 incredible, unpredictable, and sometimes downright chaotic years. How Owen and Adam survived double that with a bunch of these girls must have been some sort of miracle, and they deserve an award. Now, if you told me I would come back in 2020 when I started, to give a speech at your graduation, I would have asked if you were feeling okay. Because I was the art teacher who taught them for 2 months, went to Disney World, and never came back. But when I did get the chance to come back to teach this group, I was beyond ecstatic. Not being here for your grade 12 year was difficult, and there were times during the past year when I was wondering how you all were doing. What crazy invention were Owen and Adam thinking of next? Any improvements on the flamethrower snow removal? How did the girls do in volleyball without their favorite ref? Who was the first to lose their cell phone privileges because of too many warnings in class? Did anyone actually read the assigned books in grade 12? Maybe 4 of you? Who made sure school and SRC events ran smoothly? Is Maggie's truck still running? And how many deer did she hit this year? I think last year it was at least 2. Who is dealing with the classroom pets? Snakes, mice, crickets? And of course, who has the latest assignments that are done, but just at home? I think you know who you are. But look at you, you all made it, and I'm happy to be here to celebrate your big day with you. P.S. I survived the year too, although there were a few times I was ready to come back and put up with all your complaining and everything we did in class. Resilience is one of those words that gets thrown around a lot. But I have seen what it looks like up close. I saw it when you adapted to learning online overnight, when you struggled with an exam or big assignment, when you helped each other out and came together as a school community, whether it be the bottle drive or helping out at a home tournament, or in the laughter you brought back into the school when life got you, your friends, or even your teacher down in the dumps. All you needed was each other, a good chat, or stealing a Jolly Rancher thinking I wouldn't notice. Each of you have your own story of resilience. Some of you may have faced challenges at home balancing work, school, family, and sports, or on the farm, on the ice, in the gym, or in the classroom, trying to learn a new skill or some crazy math concept Mr. Holt put you through. And yet, here you are. You've grown taller, well, some of you, and wiser, hopefully. You've learned when to speak up. Boy, do I miss overhearing some of the class conversations. And when to listen, even if it takes a few thousand times from your teachers or parents repeating themselves. You've hopefully learned throughout your time in school that failure doesn't mean the end. It just means you're still learning. And in a world that seems to change by the minute, that skill, the ability to keep going, is the skill that will take you far in life with whatever you do. You've grown up in a town where your teachers knew your parents or were in the school. Your coaches taught your classes, and the whole town showed up to support your grad fundraiser because that's what small towns do. Sure, sometimes it might feel like everybody knew your business, but that's just because they cared. Growing up means making decisions. Some of you are heading off to university, college, or apprenticeships, or maybe just leaving town to explore what options are out there. Some of you may be starting work, taking time to figure things out, or even just sticking around here. Although I noticed none of you are going to school to become a teacher, so we must have done a great job. We will blame the 4 years of having Miss Bredy in elementary because the years of having us high school teachers surely would have persuaded at least one of you to want to have the amazing job of dealing with teenagers every day. Whatever your next chapter is, it's yours to write. But remember, even as you head into the big wide world, don't forget where you came from. Eatonia may be small, but it's mighty. It's in your bones, whether you like it or not. I may not be originally from here, but the 5 years I was here, it felt like I truly belonged and was welcomed by everyone. No matter where you end up, Eatonia will be with you. It's in the way you'll hold the door open for strangers. It's in the way you'll say sorry when someone else bumps into you. It's in your work ethic, your kindness, and your sense of humor. Your roots will ground you when life gets uncertain. They'll remind you who you are when everything else seems to be shifting. And when you feel lost, remember, you can always come home. So as we leave this chapter behind, let's not forget the laughter, the lessons, and the people who helped us grow. Let's carry those memories forward with gratitude and use them as fuel to keep growing, no matter where life takes us next. Before I finish, a bit of advice. Say yes to things that scare you or make you feel uncomfortable. Call your parents, grandparents, or whoever you care about just to share the little moments you encounter, even if you don't need money. Laugh at your own mistakes, but don't forget to learn from them. There will be many. And don't underestimate the power of showing up, whether it's for a job interview, a friend in need, or the chance to do something that may make you feel uncomfortable. Show up and be present. Class of 2025, it has been my privilege to be a part of your journey. I'm proud of the people you've become and excited for who you'll grow into. Don't be afraid to keep in touch. Wherever life takes you, remember where you came from. Congratulations, Class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Korchinski. The messages you've shared with the graduating class of 2025 are very appreciated as they begin the next chapter of their lives. Dakota and Brooklyn would like to make a brief presentation on behalf of the graduates.
Oh God, that's small. I can't read it there. I'm sorry, my glasses.
On behalf of all the graduates, I would like to say thank you to Mr. K for coming here tonight to help us celebrate this milestone and be our guest speaker. Although, I think we can all agree that you didn't have much of a choice. It all started when we were in grade 7, and halfway through the year we got a new art teacher, who seemed to know absolutely nothing about art. Shortly after, he told us he was going on a trip, as mentioned several times tonight, but then COVID happened, and we thought we weren't going to see him again. From then on, he was known as the teacher that went to Disneyland and never came back. But thankfully, he eventually did, and soon became one of the biggest influences through our high school years. Thank you for dealing with our constant complaining, our daily gossip and crying sessions, and for always believing in us, even though we would convince ourselves we were going to fail every test. You've taught us so much, both inside and outside the classroom. We've missed you so much this year, and we can't begin to thank you enough for the role you've played in shaping who we are today. So thank you for coming back from Disneyland. We are forever grateful for everything you've done for us, and we will miss you.
We will now have the presentation of the diplomas by Mr. Holt and Mrs. Brewer.
Good afternoon. Our school principal, Mrs. Lisa King, is unfortunately unable to be with us this evening. Therefore, I, along with acting principal Mrs. Sherry Brewer, have the honor of presenting the graduates of 2025 with their diplomas, signifying the successful completion of their K-12 education. Not only will each graduate receive a diploma indicating their successful completion of grade 12, but they will also receive a gift bag which contains several cards and letters of congratulations, a pen from the Sun West School Division, a keepsake magnet, and a special Spartan pin. This pin is only given to Spartan graduates to recognize their accomplishments and time at Eaton School and to remind you of where you came from. Wear it with pride, because this school and this community are proud of you. So now parents, grandparents, and just general fans of the grade 12s, get your cameras ready for the presentation of the diplomas. Owen Michael Beaupre. We'll stand on that square. It'll be a minute. Many years ago, I heard the expression, marches to the beat of his own drum. And if there's a student who I think embodies that philosophy, I think it's Owen. After all, someone who owns his own banana suit definitely has a strong and unique personality. In fact, just to digress for a minute, I know the grade 12s are used to me doing that kind of thing. I must admit that I had a bet with Miss Whittle whether he would show up in the banana costume this afternoon or if his mom's iron will would win out and he would be in a suit. So good job, Mom. I owe Miss Whittle $5. Owen first came to Eatonia in 2016 for his grade 4 year and has remained an Eaton School Spartan ever since. He provided some nice male support to Adam, who at the time was the only boy in a class of all girls. Over the past 8 years at Eaton School, Owen has grown into an important part of our Spartan family. Owen is a good student with a sharp mind and a determination to do well. He also has a great sense of humor with an easy laugh and a great wit that serves him well. I enjoy Owen's dry observations about life and the insanity that is a day in a high school. Owen has never been one to compromise who he is for the expectations of others. Instead, he has always charted his own path with determination, confidence, and just the right amount of quirkiness. When Owen was asked about his plans after graduation, he told me that he was planning to get a job and see what happens. I think that is the perfect plan for someone with Owen's adventurous spirit and easygoing outlook towards life. Owen, we at Eaton School don't know what will happen in the future, but we're sure that whatever it is, you'll have lots of fun. So Owen, this is for you. Adam Christopher Pressler Becker. When it comes to Adam, I always feel there should be a picture of him in the dictionary under the word affable. Adam has a friendly spirit and a good heart that makes him kind to everyone. I've never heard him say an unkind word about anyone, and whenever you ask him to help you with something, the only two answers he has are, okay, and yep. Sorry, I've been working on my Adam impression for about a week now and I still haven't quite got it. Adam's easygoing attitude are tied to a quick mind and a voracious curiosity. Adam has a love of learning that his teachers have enjoyed seeing throughout his 13 years at Eaton School. You could always count on Adam to give his best. In fact, I feel a little bad and probably owe him an apology, because whenever it was time to ask the class review questions, I would give him the difficult ones. Not to pick on him, but rather because I was 99% sure he was the only one who was paying attention to me during my most recent ramble. Adam was not only into academics at Eaton School, however, as he also took part in many extracurricular activities. While basketball, football, and drama were some of Adam's more recent school pursuits, if you look back, you can see him trying his hand at almost everything Eaton School has to offer. This willingness to try many things to see where his passions lie will serve him well in the future and ensure that he has opportunities to explore all that life has to offer. Looking ahead to life after graduation, and Adam plans to study science at the University of Saskatchewan. When I asked him what he wanted to do in the future, he told me he wants to do something impactful in the field of science. Adam, with your inquisitive nature and your love of learning, we at Eaton School are excited to see what a great impact you will indeed have. Adam, this is for you. We rehearsed this yesterday. Kaylin Susan Ann Bredy. Every teacher since the beginning of time has told their students you can do it if you set your mind to it. Well, we were fortunate to teach Kaylin this year so that she could prove us right. You see, Kaylin was one of my more easygoing students, doing well, but happy to go at her own pace and enjoy life in school. But when someone she hadn't met yet decided for her that she would need to have all her classes finished 5 months early, we saw Kaylin buckle down and tackle her work with an iron will and a determination to get done what she needed to get done in order to be here on this stage with her friends this afternoon. You see, Kaylin may look quiet, and Kaylin may look easygoing, and Kaylin may look like she's up to something with her trademark Evil Kaylin's, oh, there it is, Evil Kaylin's smirk. But there is an inner strength inside of her that keeps ready for the moment she needs it. It is that resolve to meet her goals that has made sure she is able to be here on the stage today, and is what will make sure that she will succeed in the path that she follows in life. Kaylin told me in the future that she'd like to apprentice as an auto body technician. With the work ethic she has shown and her determination to succeed, her Spartan family knows that she will be successful in whatever she pursues. After all, thanks to her hard work and effort earlier this year, Kaylin is the only one here who doesn't have to sweat about what's coming 9 days from today. See, I made them all sad by mentioning finals at their graduation. Kaylin, you've worked hard for this diploma, and you've earned this diploma, and your Spartan family is very proud of you. So Kaylin, this is for you. Addisyn Justine Grace Connolly. I'm sure at some point in her life there was a day that Addisyn didn't smile or giggle, but I'll be damned if I've seen the occasion. I never really knew what it meant when they said someone had a bright personality, but now I have Addisyn to serve as an exemplar. Even when she was stressing over an upcoming math test, focusing all of her energy on her latest sporting event, or trying to assassinate Mrs. Quinney, she would always do it with a pleasant attitude and a trademark Addisyn giggle. See, I got the trademark giggle. Addisyn was not always silly, of course. She was also a dedicated and hardworking student and athlete. Addisyn is a gifted athlete who participated in every sport our school had to offer, whether it was our long-standing girls basketball team or our brand new golf team. Addisyn was always eager to take part. Addisyn was a proud Spartan, and the Spartans were proud to have her on their team. As hardworking as in the gym as Addisyn was, though, she was equally as hardworking in the classroom, where she consistently did well and earned top marks. Addisyn's great work ethic was evident in everything she did. Although she was one of my trademarked, I'm totally going to fail this test group, don't worry, you'll meet a few more of them as we go on too. Addisyn is a very clever student with a quick mind and a sharp wit, who always does very well in all of her classes. Addisyn can always be counted on to give her best effort and to put her heart and soul into anything she does. In the future, Addisyn plans to attend MC College in Saskatoon with an eventual goal of becoming an esthetician. With your sunny disposition and bright personality, we at Eaton School are sure you will be a great success. So Addisyn, this is for you. Ariel Donald. So for the first few years, when I was teaching Ariel, I admired her piety, for I figured that she had taken a religious vow of silence and was determined to maintain it. I did find out later, however, that I was wrong and that Ariel was not seeking inner enlightenment, but was instead just a naturally quiet person, something I can personally relate to. Ariel proved the statement that it is better to be the one who listens and responds wisely rather than someone who just speaks any careless thought. Over time, as I grew to know Ariel, she has proven to be witty, clever, and willing to speak up when it is important to do so. Ariel is the perfect example of a person who is determined to succeed no matter what obstacles life decides to place in their way. Ariel has reserves of strength that have made her the kind of tough person that we would like all of our Spartans to become. While Ariel's strength is a quiet strength, it has always been a part of her and can be seen in how quickly she will get back up whenever something comes to knock her down. Ariel has always enjoyed being a part of her Spartan family. She especially enjoyed the opportunities that school sports such as volleyball provided her to work with her teammates and build rapport, camaraderie, and confidence. Ariel also enjoys her time working at the Eatonia swimming pool and the opportunity it gives her to have both a gainful summer employment as well as help her community run one of its more important summer facilities. In the future, Ariel plans to travel to BC and train as a paramedic, a job that will allow her to help others when they are most in need. That is an admirable goal, Ariel, and your Spartan family wishes you much happiness and much success as you pursue it. Ariel, this is for you. Dakota Ash Foster. Dakota, before I begin your diploma presentation, I owe you an apology and a thank you. First, an apology for the many times over the years I have called you Peyton and had to hear you say, no, it's Dakota. Secondly, I owe you a thank you for coloring your hair for your grade 12 year and making life much easier for me. When it comes to Dakota, I think of work. Not my work, but her work. Whether it is her hard work in class, her hard work volunteering at school events, or her hard work for many years at the 2144 store, you will always see Dakota working somewhere. Dakota is someone who has internalized the idea that you need to work for what you want, and this is a mindset that will serve her well in the future. There's a famous saying that the only place she will find success before work is in the dictionary. I don't know if Dakota has heard that saying, but it is the way that she lives. Dakota works hard at everything she does, and her successes are always well-earned. And while Dakota was one of the more famous members of the I'm going to fail group, and even one of the no, this time I really mean it, Mr. Holt, her academics have always been important to her and are definitely a source of success for her, even if sometimes they're a tiny bit of stress, perhaps. Dakota's quick mind and willingness to learn have earned her high marks in school. In the future, Dakota plans to pursue a social work degree from the University of Regina and one day buy a house and raise a family. Dakota, with your work ethic, your commitment to others, and your desire to succeed, we are confident that you will make us at Eaton School proud. So Dakota, this is for you. Peyton D. Foster. Peyton, before I begin your presentation, I have some good news for you. I know with your sister I had to apologize for the number of times I mistakenly called her Peyton. But with you, however, I'm confident that I have never mistakenly called you Peyton. I won't comment on perhaps mistakenly calling you Dakota. Fortunately, Peyton has a forgiving spirit, so any mistakes I may have made have long been forgiven. Indeed, when it comes to Peyton, the main thought that comes to mind is kindness. Peyton started Eaton School in the fall of 2016, but soon became an integral part of the Eaton School family. Throughout her school years, Peyton was an eager volunteer who was willing to commit her time to make sure Eaton School's events ran smoothly. Her hardworking nature paid off when she landed a job at the 2144 store, where she has worked the past several years. Peyton is the kind of person with a great sense of humor. This combination of traits is one that has made her someone her classmates can count on to raise their spirits, help them when the going gets tough, or just crack a witty, although perhaps a little self-depreciating, joke to liven things up in class. Peyton plans to attend Sask Polytechnic and study to be a phlebotomist. Personally, I think you should have gotten a job at Revenue Canada, because getting blood from a stone is even more impressive than getting blood from people. But since phlebotomy, that is a person who draws blood, by the way, will let her use her blood drawing skills to help people, perhaps that is a better use of her talents, her caring nature, and her desire to help others. Peyton, we at Eaton School wish you all the best in your future endeavors, for while you sometimes may lack confidence, we at Eaton School have complete confidence in you. So Peyton, this is for you. Addison Margaret Larock. So I'd like to begin by not talking about Addie at all, but you can still stand there. Instead, I'm going to talk about high school. There are 3 key moments in high school. The first is the first day of grade 7. On that day, a student either takes on the scary new high school as a new adventure or shrinks away and becomes a wallflower. The second key moment is when they move from grade 9 to grade 10. It is then that a student decides whether to take the easiest path possible or level up and challenge themselves. And the final key moment is the start of grade 12, when a student decides either to coast until the end or buckle down and work hard to set themselves up for their future. Addie passed all 3 moments with flying colors. Addie has never been a wallflower. She is a self-assured and confident young woman. She is not afraid to speak her mind, to stand up for herself, and to do what's right. While she may have a quiet dignity, she is not a shy person and advocates for herself and others. Addie has never settled for the easy path. She has always been willing to put in the hard work necessary to achieve her goals. In school, she has taken the courses she needs to ensure she will be able to pursue the future she wants. Outside of school, her commitment to club volleyball, despite the grueling practice game and especially travel schedule, show her true grit. Finally, she has not treated her grade 12 year as a year to coast, but instead has pushed herself into high gear to ensure a successful conclusion to her education. After high school, Addie plans to study health sciences at Mohawk College with the eventual goal of becoming a nurse. Addie, we Spartans are proud of the grit and determination you have shown through all the stages of high school. So Addison, this is for you. Macy Rita O'Connor. Graduation is something Macy has been working tirelessly for some time. Circumstances beyond her control dictated that Macy would have a more difficult path, but an inner reserve of strength has allowed Macy to continue to pursue her goals, no matter how steep the climb. It is her perseverance and her hard work that have ensured that she is here today. If there is one thing that epitomizes Macy's spirit, it is her independent streak. Macy is someone who is always willing to chart her own path and forge her own future. Macy has completed many high school classes through the Saskatchewan DLC, including several courses designed to broaden her experience and provide her opportunities that extend beyond our school's walls. Courses in areas such as creative writing, welding, and hairstyling have ensured that she has given herself a well-rounded experience and have let her explore the wide variety of future paths that are open to her. It is not just the completion of her academics that have been a part of Macy's school experience, however. An important part of Macy's time here at Eaton School is the time she has gotten to spend with friends and the time she has been able to enjoy extracurricular activities such as volleyball. In the future, Macy is planning to move to Calgary to study at SAIT. Macy, please know that going forward, you have the best wishes and support from your Spartan family. So Macy, this is for you. Aganetha Peters. When it comes to Aganetha, I think of quiet strength. While she never has to be showy or loud, her strength, perseverance, and grit are evident in everything she does. Her indomitable spirit will be a great asset for her as she leaves her high school years behind. Nancy's work ethic is something that can be seen in everything she does. Whether Nancy is working on a school assignment, preparing for a test, volunteering with the yearbook or SRC, she is never satisfied with half measures. She always gives you her best. Nancy has long been one of Eaton School's most stalwart volunteers. When Eaton School needed noon-hour supervisors, she was quick to volunteer her name, and when circumstances required additional volunteers, she was quick to step up and take on more responsibility. And anybody who takes on 2 shifts with the elementary supervision definitely has true grit. Nancy is always willing to volunteer her time to help out her school. In fact, I don't know if she's managed to have a lunch on her own all school year, or if she's had some activity that she's had to take care of. She is always either looking after the littles, looking after the yearbook, or helping out the SRC. Even though we may not have said it as often as we should have, the support you have shown your Spartan family has always been appreciated. And while not only are we going to give you a diploma tonight, but we also need to be sure to give you our thanks. Outside of school, Nancy's life is in many ways shaped by her love of animals. Nancy loves both horseback riding as well as caring for the animals on the farm. Nancy hopes to be able to build on her love of animals as she leaves high school. Nancy plans to attend Olds College and study veterinary technology. Nancy, your stellar work ethic, along with your kindness and compassion, will ensure that you will be amazing. So Aganetha, this is for you. Brooklyn Patricia Schmaltz. So Brooklyn, I have to start by telling you a story. When I was typing up these diploma plaudits, I started to type yours, and I typed Brooklyn has an, and then paused for a minute to think of the perfect word to describe your character, your personality. However, when I looked at the screen, the computer was offering me the perfect suggestion. It said, Brooklyn has an uninterrupted lunch. Now, I don't know if she actually had an uninterrupted lunch today or not. In fact, it's grad, so probably things were hectic at lunch. But it occurred to me, Brooklyn, that is exactly the kind of random thing I can say to you and have you laughing about it in class for a week. You see, the reason is Brooklyn has an extroverted and fun-loving personality and a great sense of humor. Her ability to laugh at all my jokes, no matter how lame, is something I have always appreciated. And none of my jokes were actually lame. Brooklyn projects an affability and a sense of humor that make her a great person to be around. It is important to note, however, that there is also another side to Brooklyn besides her uninhibited smile and laugh. That side is the strong side that can face any obstacle that approaches her with grit, strength, and determination. Brooklyn is not the type of person that will face adversity and let it get to her, but instead is the type of person that can face headwinds straight on and fight her way through them. Brooklyn may be quiet in her resolve, but there is a spine of steel in there that will stand up to anything that she may face. Apologies for the horrible mixed metaphor. After high school, Brooklyn plans to attend Medicine Hat College and study nursing, with the goal of one day becoming a travel nurse. Brooklyn, your ability to approach anything with a combination of humor and strength ensure that your path will always lead to success. So Brooklyn, this is for you. Takeena Heather Ann Marie Skeith. So Takeena is the most recent addition to our grade 12 Spartan family, having started Eaton School in the spring of 2022. Nevertheless, she has quickly acclimated herself to the quirky goings-on at Eaton School and has fit right in. After all, it may have taken me 3 years, but I did finally manage to move her from her meeting my cheery good mornings with, "Oh, it's too early," to to getting a chipper, "See you later, Mr. Holt." Inside joke, I'll explain that one later. Now there are some students in the world who are quiet, like a soft flute. There are some students who are loud and blaring, like a trumpet. There are some students who are hitting the beats of their life like a drum, and some students who are perfectly in tune, like a clarinet, I guess, or something. I don't know, I'm not a band teacher. Takeena, though, doesn't remind me of any of those. Instead, Takeena is a whole orchestra, and that's a good thing. An orchestra is sometimes loud and powerful, sometimes soft and unassuming, sometimes breezy and sometimes merry, but it always takes the many different parts that make it up and blends them together perfectly. Takeena, like an orchestra, has taken all the experiences of her life and blended them together into the fantastic person that we know today. If there was one section of the Takeena orchestra that played louder than the others, however, it would be emotion. Takeena wears her heart on her sleeve and will always have a caring word for someone in need or someone who's hurt. Takeena is fiercely protective of her friends and is someone who will not let an injustice go unaddressed. In her time here at Eaton School, Takeena has set goals for herself and used her hard work to build on her desire to do well. Her Spartan family knows that she will take the skills she has learned here and use them to be amazing. So Takeena, this is for you. Maggie K. Carol von Matt. Although I knew of Maggie when she was an elementary and middle year student at Eaton School, our paths didn't really cross until grade 10. I had heard from her previous teachers that she was a strong reader and a gifted writer, but it wasn't until she was in my classes that I got to find out what a funny, clever, and kind person she was. I was also glad to see that she was just as quick in math and science as she was in ELA, because we all know math and science are way more important than ELA. I get in those plugs wherever I can. While Maggie is a strong student academically, she is also a hands-on person who enjoys being active and working on machines. When she leaves Eaton School, I will miss hearing her stories about the latest trouble she had with her truck. Is that piece that fell off still on the highway? What was it, the bumper, the muffler, the brake pedal? I forget, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I would also hear how she rolled up her sleeves, got to work, and fixed it better than it was before. Maggie is someone who has well-defined goals in life and is willing to do the work, take the risks, and put in the effort to make those goals happen. Maggie, I always enjoyed listening to you talk about what you wanted for your future. I always tried to send positive thoughts your way when you were waiting to see if something would work out, and was always proud of you when you tried hard for something and made it happen. We at Eaton School know our Spartan family is sending a hardworking and goal-oriented person into the world, and have no worries because you have the skills you need to make your plans come to fruition. Maggie plans to apprentice as either a heavy-duty mechanic or an agriculture equipment technician. Whichever path you choose, I know your work ethic, your quick mind, and your analytical skills will ensure your success. And I know one day you'll probably also have those pet goats. So Maggie, this is for you. And so that's it. Grade 12s, you've done it. You all got your pieces of paper. You are the men and women who have earned them. Congratulations on your hard work. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and congratulations for the many amazing things that you are going to do that we haven't even managed to envision for you yet. Please find a fond memory of Eaton School that you can take with you, and then close up this chapter of your life and get ready for the next one, because it'll be fantastic. So congratulations to you all. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, right. So get one to go on.
At this time in the ceremony, we will ask the graduates to go down the steps and sit in the front rows of seats that have been.
First.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we're doing a picture first.
It's okay. It's okay.
So do you guys want to have it open or closed? Let's do a closed one and then open. So everybody close them.
Okay, now I think we can go.
Now I'll ask the graduates to go down the steps and sit in the front row seats that have been reserved for them to view the slideshow presentation compiled by Mr. Holt. To conclude the ceremony, we will ask Mrs. Brewer to please come forward.
Yeah. Yay me. Okay, I would like to ask all of the grads to return to the stage for the grad walk. For those of you that have escorts, please have your escorts gather at the bottom of the stairs. Ready, set, go. I've done grad for about 3.5 decades, and I always said it was a lot like organizing barn cats. 2 go here and 1 moves out, and someone's in the bathroom and someone's over here, and someone doesn't know their alphabet, so they don't know where to stand. I'm ready. I was not there when they practiced that. That was genuine shock when they did that. This brings the Eaton School graduation ceremony of 2025 to a close. We'd like to express our appreciation to the high school students who helped in many ways with the preparations for today. It's been a long time since we had to haul out every single chair we could find. Thank you to the Eaton staff who contributed to making today special for our graduates, particularly Mrs. Nunweiler, who made the gym look so beautiful tonight with lots of extra hands to help, and Mr. Holt, who did pretty much everything else. Thank you very much to those of you here in the gym and those watching from home for joining us this afternoon as we celebrate the accomplishments of these young people who are now ready to set out and begin writing a new chapter in their lives. Please feel free to leave the chairs and everything as there are students to help us put things away on Monday. Graduates, we are proud of you. We hope the time has been special and that you will fondly remember Eaton School and your graduation day. And I'd just like to add that I know I only caught the last chapter of your Eaton School existence, and I don't believe any of the stories anybody said about any of you. That was not my experience, so I'm glad I definitely caught the best. Always remember, be bold enough to use your voice, be brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you've always managed. It was my pleasure to be your acting principal, heavy on the acting, this year. I appreciated the experience in getting to know all of you. Once again, congratulations to the Eaton School graduating class of 2025.
Good job. You're free to go. Be free, butterflies. Be free.
You just line up right at the front, right? Yeah. Thank you to all of you for coming.
Good job.
So the grads will now form a receiving line for anybody who wants to come up and see them and wish them well. So feel free to do that. And after that, have a good afternoon.
Did you purposely leave that so I would be full body jumped?
I learned about that last night. Somebody texted me. I want to stop Confetti. Can they turn the baby okay?
Okay, phew. That scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie.